Here's a quick overview of the control panel and the home screen of the S9170. For the ones of you who know the previous generation, which has a much smaller display, here we have now a new 4.3-inch touch display. On the right side, we can turn off the light on the platen on and off. We have the home screen quick button. On the far left, we can advance the media backwards or forward. And here's the on and off button for the printer. On the top, we have a light which lights up if an error happens or a notification message pops up on the display. First thing you're going to see is all colors, starting with white, black, yellow, magenta, cyan, and all the other colors. Then we have our wasting bottle tank and our wiper unit. So when you touch it here, we can see the status of all colors and the order numbers, the wasting bottle status, and the maintenance parts, which is our fabric wiper. You can either close and go back to the home screen on the button here in the top left, or we touch the home button. Next on the right, we have our pre, platen, and after heater. And by touching it, we can turn it on and off and change the temperature settings. Next, we have the preheat start button to start warming up the heaters before you send the job. This will reduce or eliminate any waiting time the printer needs to warm up before it starts printing. Above that, we have the platen gap, which is set to 1.6 millimeters. If we touch it, we can increase it to 2.0 or 2.5 millimeters. Then we have here, above the platen gap, our head cleaning maintenance. So it's a periodical cleaning. We can start it now, which resets the timer. Or we can see on the home screen the next periodic cleaning would be in 2 hours and 23 minutes. Then here above the colors, we have our media, which is MPI 1105 here. We see here the media width, which is in millimeters, 15.2, and how much we have printed so far of the roll, which is 20.3 meters. And we can change those settings from millimeters and meters into inches and feet in the settings of the printer. So when we touch it here, we can change the media settings. We can select a different media, do the print adjustments for that media, and a few more advanced options. Then we have here ready to print. That's the current status of the printer, so the printer is ready. And then in the top, we have the full menu on the top left. General settings, media settings, maintenance, supply, replacement parts info, and printer status. Then we have here the scissors, which is the function to advance the media so you can cut it off with a blade. Then the third icon shows us all the functions that we can change for the media while it's printing on the fly. And we'll do a separate video on all these functions and explain those. So make sure to check that out as well. The next one is the network settings. We can put the printer online or offline. Right now the printer is online. Then we have our maintenance quick button, where we get to nozzle check, head cleaning, and a few more advanced options. The web video manuals, you can scan the QR code and get to the website where we have more in-depth videos and manuals about the printer. And then we have here the information button, where we can see the supply status, the message list if there's any error messages, and the firmware version. So here again, the supply status is the ink levels, wasting bottle, and maintenance parts. Messages, this one's empty, no new messages. And then the firmware version, which is the printer's firmware version and the print head. Back to the home button. And that's basically the full overview of the control panel of the SureColor S9170.